And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi.
Miss Cool. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No, nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here...
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Bitte einmal Jasmin-Tee. Ob sie mir den Wunsch erfüllen können?
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
So, Fragen, wie genau die Menschen auf Mira gelandet sind. Ach so, dann haben wir hier, lass dir die Organisation Blade genauer erklären und frage, wie es mit der Registrierung weitergeht. Ach komm, wie das passiert ist, ja.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between 2 hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Okay, dann machen wir natürlich noch die zweite Frage. Lass dir die Organisation Blade genauer erklären. Genau.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Interessant auf jeden Fall. Da haben wir auch wieder was dazugelernt. Und jetzt natürlich noch die letzte Frage, wie es mit der Registrierung endlich weitergeht.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Okay, was haben wir denn hier? Das ist unser, ja, diese Missionsübersicht, genau. Gut. Okay, das ist Region entdeckt, Blades Quartier. Das ist schon mal sehr schön. Gut. Die anderen, die werden mir jetzt sicherlich folgen. Kann ich hier noch irgendwas sagen? Während du dich im Verwaltungsbezirk Bezirk umsiehst, kannst du dir überlegen, welche Aufgabe du dich in NLA zukünftig widmen möchtest. Lass dir ruhig Zeit und triff deine Entscheidung nicht leichtfertig. Ich werde so lange hier warten. Okay, Leute. So. Ach so, verlasse erstmal diese Quartiere. Ja gut, dann wollen wir das wohl mal tun. Was haben wir denn hier? Ach so, ich habe ja noch keine ID. Ja, ist natürlich richtig. Ich denke mal, dass ich hier irgendwo lang muss. Ja, denn hier kamen wir ja auch raus, ne? Aber Leute, ich werde jetzt erstmal abspeichern. Und ja, dann werde ich nämlich diese Aufnahmesession erstmal hier beenden. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch soweit gefallen. Für eure Unterstützung danke ich euch natürlich allen. Und deswegen sage ich beim nächsten Mal, wenn es heißt Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles, sieht man sich.